Right now at 5, a Bangor woman charged with child neglect pleads not guilty.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozorowski. A Bangor woman accused of child neglect causing injuries to a baby made another court appearance today. At a preliminary hearing, a City of La Crosse investigator testified about his investigation into Heather Reed. Reed runs a daycare out of her home. Parents of a baby that was in her care became suspicious after their child was found to have multiple fractures on their legs, ribs, and skull. State prosecutors say they have enough evidence to go to trial. The attorney defending Reed says there's not enough evidence for probable cause. The judge found there is probable cause and Reed will go to trial. Reed pleaded not guilty. If convicted, Reed faces up to 12.5 years in prison. Time to switch things up and talk some weather with meteorologist Eric Dean.
Well, good evening, Ken. Good evening, everybody. Weekend is here. And it's not going to be a bad weekend in terms of temperature. We do have precip chances, though, in the forecast. Good evening, everybody. Take a look at the radar scan behind me. You can see we have a clean sweep across the area at this hour. You can see right now we have sunny skies at the airport. It feels like, our temperature is 43. It feels like 38 out there. Winds are out of the northwest at 8 miles per hour. Visibility is sitting pretty at 10 miles. And other temperatures across the area, we're in the 30s and 40s from top to bottom across the Cooley region. You can see over towards Ladysmith as well as Eau Claire, 37 degrees. Same story in Winona and Viroqua. Decorah, good evening to you guys. You're at 41. Same story in Boscobel. But again, that feels like temperature. Everybody in the Cooley region feels like temperatures are in the 30s, even below freezing over towards Volk Field. So if you have any evening plans, we'll see temperatures staying right around freezing about the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock time frame. Then we'll see temperatures going into the upper 20s for your overnight hours with mostly clear skies. Here's a look at the satellite radar right now. Nothing to talk about in terms of precipitation. A little bit of cloud cover out there, but that's really about it. We'll stay clear as we go into tonight. Now, coming up in the first warn forecast, we'll talk about this weekend. I'll give you a hint right now. Keep the precip gear with you just in case we get under something, but a lot of us won't see much of anything. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thanks very much, Eric.
You bet.
Back on the news side of things, a judge in South Carolina sentenced disbarred attorney Alec Murdaugh to life in prison without parole for the 2021 murders of his wife and son. The sentence came less than 24 hours after a jury convicted him of the crimes. During the trial, Murdaugh, a former attorney, admitted stealing millions from his clients and firm. He also admitted he lied when he said he wasn't at the crime scene minutes before the murders. Prosecutors say that decision to testify backfired. The judge in the trial noted Murdaugh's career as an attorney and life as a father made the case emotionally difficult.
It was especially heartbreaking for me to see you go in the media from being a grieving father to being the person indicted and convicted of killing them.
It took jurors less than 3 hours Thursday to convict Murdaugh on all counts. His lawyers say they plan to appeal. The House Ethics Committee has launched an investigation of Congressman George Santos. The Republican from Long Island admits lying about his resume and family history, but says he won't resign. Caitlin Huey-Burns reports from Capitol Hill.
There is a list of complaints that this House Ethics Committee is going to investigate regarding Congressman Santos. And that list includes whether Santos engaged in unlawful activity during his 2022 congressional campaign, and also if he failed to disclose properly information required on statements filed to the House of Representatives. It will also probe if he violated any federal conflict of interest laws, and it will look into an accusation that he engaged in sexual misconduct towards an individual seeking employment in his congressional office. Santos has responded on Twitter saying he is fully cooperating with the Ethics Committee and he will have no further comment. Now remember, Santos already faces federal and local investigations into his campaign finances, and he has removed himself from committee assignments, but he continues to refuse calls to step down, including those from fellow Republicans in New York. Now, as for House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, he has said that he wants to let this Ethics Committee investigation play itself out before rendering any verdict on the congressman. Caitlin Huey-Burns, CBS News, Washington.
Based on the findings of the investigation, the panel could impose a fine or recommendation for disciplinary action, such as a formal censure or reprimand. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has restored voting rights to formerly incarcerated Minnesotans. The Democrats signed the Restore the Vote bill into law today. Incarcerated people with felony convictions can now vote after they're released from prison. Walz says the new bill will impact over 55,000 people in the state. He says restoring these rights will also have an impact on Minnesota communities at large.
Taking away the right to vote from folks does nothing to improve safety in our communities. It does nothing to reduce recidivism rates. It does nothing to encouraging reintegration and the leadership that we know happens so many times from folks who bring their talents and their true selves back into our communities.
The Minnesota Senate approved the bill in a 35-30 vote last week. The Wisconsin Elections Commission is sounding the alarm to voters about incorrect information on pre-filled ballot applications. The WEC said a group that helps register voters, the Center for Voter Information, may be responsible for the error. The group's commercial printer admitted to mistakenly adding incorrect names to application forms. Many voters in the state, most from Dane County, were directly impacted by this situation. According to the Associated Press, the Center for Voter Information did not share how widespread that mailing issue was. A Wisconsin Manufacturing and Commerce program is pairing local business owners with area middle and high school students. 6 area school districts met with organizers of the program, Wisconsin Business World, and local business owners to get a sense of what it takes to start a business from the ground up. The roughly 80 students were split into groups of 6, with each school district represented in every group. Organizers hope the kids can learn to work with people they've never met before to create a special product.
Being with people that share a common interest, I think, and having people that work in these fields.
For the confidence to know that they can start something right here, that they don't have to leave the area, that they can start a business anywhere.
Now, the students work together to come up with a product, and then they pitch their idea to organizers at the end of the day. Local business owners visit with groups for additional networking opportunities. Wisconsin Business World runs about 50 events like these across Wisconsin, but this was their first in Westby. Still to come tonight at 5, with spring just around the corner, Gunderson Health System doctors recommend spending today to break a common habit.
Get 11% off everything at Menards. Change it up and choose Dutch Boy. Get the best quality Dutch Boy paints at the best prices. Pick out the perfect color. We offer free custom color matching and tinting to create thousands of color options. And with Dutch Boy's easy opening, smooth pouring container and no prep, no prime formula, transforming your home has never been easier. Get a gallon of Dutch Boy Platinum Plus interior paint for just $36.98 after rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Help us celebrate our anniversary with big savings. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 1 item, save 10%. Buy 2 items, save 15%. Buy 3 or more items, save 20%. The sale is good in all departments, even carpeting. The more you buy, the more you save sale. This month only at Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
At Batteries Plus, we power family road trips. We power bedtime stories. We power our local hospitals. We power connections with friends. We do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. How powerful is that? Need a phone fixed? We got it. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
Extremist Dan Kelly wants abortion banned, even in cases of rape, incest, and the health of the mother. For years, Kelly was on the payroll of a radical anti-abortion group working to take away women's rights. On the court, Kelly will uphold Wisconsin's 1849 criminal abortion ban that strips women of their freedom to make personal decisions on abortion. Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
It is National Day of Unplugging, and today serves as a reminder for us to put down our devices and start reconnecting with the people in the world around us. Research shows the average family is connected to 5 devices. Experts say disconnecting, even for a few minutes each day, can help us improve our social connections. It also helps us check on our mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Of course, today is a great opportunity to disconnect, but health officials say you can practice this kind of mindfulness at any time.
Whether that's an hour of unplugging each day, or maybe it's a couple of days a week where you focus on that. But it's kind of up to you, and the benefits happen no matter what or how long you unplug for.
And if your kids struggle to put their devices down, doctors recommend to try periods of unplugging as a collective family. Doctors at Mayo Clinic Health System are also sharing ways to develop healthy habits to keep you well. High-intensity interval training, or HIIT, involves alternating between rest and periods of high heart activity. Could include activities like kickboxing or simply sprinting on a treadmill. HIIT may sound daunting, but anyone of any fitness level can benefit from it.
The harder you work, the more benefit you get. So most people are not high-level athletes that can exercise at these extreme high-intensity workouts, but most people can do something that's really hard for them for a little bit of time.
Experts say to know your limits. If you feel shortness of breath or chest pain while exercising, take a break and call 911 if those symptoms persist. Coming up, a special recipe for success. A West Salem special education class is using baking to offer hands-on learning that lasts.
And we have a clean sweep on the radar scan right now, but precip chances will pick up this weekend. The temperatures, they will stay above normal for the most part, but hey, are we in March or are we in December? Well, the calendar says March, but the weather's kind of saying otherwise. We'll talk about that coming up in the First Warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford SUV to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
I've practiced personal injury law for 4 years.
For 20 years.
For 32 years.
But I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
And I don't handle divorces.
The law profession is broad and complex. I focus my career on one thing.
Helping injured people.
All I do every day
is help injured people get the compensation that they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
People that have come to me for financial coaching have told me that they've learned more from me in 10 minutes than they did with their other guy in 10 years. Or they'll tell me, I've never looked at things from that angle before. If you want to learn more about financial management and your future, come see me. I'll do it for free, no invoice. Give the money man a call at Firefighters Credit Union. Let's make things happen.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Introducing Astapro Allergy, steroid-free allergy relief that starts working in 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take hours. Now with Astapro Fast Allergy Relief, you can Astapro and go.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
In West Salem, the recipe to success can be found in a loaf of bread. News 8 Now's Dua Israr introduces us to a group of students who are learning life skills through baking. Hey, Dua.
Ken, every week, students in special education teacher Chris Marquise's class bake bread.
all while working towards a goal. Every Monday, Marquise sends out a list of the bread students will be baking that week. Once the orders are placed, these kids get to baking. Marquise says many of her students are hands-on learners. For them, this is an opportunity to learn skills like math and reading.
In here, they know that if something doesn't go right, then let's fix it. So we're working on a lot of problem-solving skills.
All the money from the bread sales will go towards a trip to the special Fester's Carnival. While the rides are free, the games and food are not, so Marquise says with the money raised, every student will get to eat something and play at least one game. Marquise says she hopes to expand beyond bread and start teaching the students how to make cupcakes, muffins, and more. Ken?
Sounds like a great class. Thank you so much, Dua. So far, the students have raised $227. All right, time to switch it up and talk some weather with meteorologist Eric Dean.
Tell you what, it was a gorgeous day out there. Matter of fact, I think we needed these babies today, especially on the drive to work.
Had mine in the commute, yeah.
Yes, you did. Hey, it was a gorgeous day outside. Temperatures right now, well, we can go ahead and swap glasses back. We're in the 30s and 40s. Take a look at CityCam outside. You can see a gorgeous, gorgeous start to the weekend. We're seeing temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Again, just a beautiful evening out there nonetheless. And as I mentioned earlier, it's definitely one of those evenings if you are definitely traveling west, you're going to need a pair of these out here. See if I can go ahead and throw these up. There we go. You're going to need the sunglasses out there, especially if you go into the early evening hours. Outside right now, we are at 43 degrees. Beautiful out there. Feels like 38 out there. Winds are out of the northwest at 8 miles per hour. Eau Claire, we have cloudy skies. 37 degrees is the ambient temperature. 33 is what it feels like out there with winds out of the northwest at 5 miles per hour. So we have a clean sweep on the radar scan right now. This will get a break for today. And in some places, even tomorrow. It's when we get into tomorrow afternoon, evening, going into Sunday, that precip chances will start to ramp up. So here's a look at the weather in motion right now. That cloud cover that I was talking about, it's off towards the east, over towards the Madison, Green Bay area. We're getting that break in the clouds. We'll see a mixture of sun and clouds for the early evening hours, and we'll stay mostly clear as we go into the overnight hours. So here's the setup. You see this area of low pressure system to the south of us, over towards the Ohio Valley. This is bringing a 1-2 punch across portions of Indiana. You go, let's say I-70 south. They're seeing heavy rain, thunderstorms. Some places even had a couple of tornado warnings. You go north of I-70, going into Michigan, they're seeing some heavy snow. As a matter of fact, like I said, one place in particular had a reported funnel cloud over towards the Reeland, Kentucky area. So a very scary situation across the Ohio Valley. Now, in terms of here, we're not going to see that. We will see temperatures cool off just a smidge, though. When you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the teens and 20s will greet you. Ladysmith will go to 16, 15 Eau Claire, 26 La Crosse, 25 Viroqua, 26 in Boscobel. So we start the clock at 7 o'clock. We'll take a look at your overnight hours. The clouds will fire up as we go into the overnight hours. We'll start the evening off with mostly clear skies, but we'll stay mostly cloudy for your Saturday. Precip chances will start to pick up, very splash and dash, if you will, across the area in the afternoon, early evening hours. And then we take a look here at Sunday. There you go. Temperatures go back into the 40s. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the wide perspective for Sunday. And here's a sneak peek of the weekend. We go to 40 on Saturday, 44 for Sunday, 40% chance of precip, not out of the question there. Eau Claire, you're going to go to 37 on Saturday, 41 on Sunday, keeping that shower chance in the forecast. So here's the details of the first one forecast for tonight. We'll stay mostly cloudy. We'll see that light wind, and it's going to take more of a northerly approach out, like I said, northerly approach about 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we go into tomorrow, we'll start the day off with calm wind. We'll see more of a westerly approach as we go throughout the day. Then it'll start to turn more of a northwesterly approach as we go to the afternoon, early evening hours. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s to low 40s. That takes us into the next 8 days. So we go to 43 on Monday. Look at that, 30% chance of a late day shower. By Wednesday, we go to 38. By Thursday, we go to 33 degrees. And then to start next weekend, we go to 32 for Friday, 34 as we go into your Saturday. Keep in mind, our average high this time of year in the mid-30s. So we're kind of feeling like late December, early January come Thursday and Friday of next week, especially with the snow showers in the forecast. And one thing to note, 1 week from Sunday, we set our clocks ahead 1 hour as daylight saving time begins. Not this Sunday,
no,
but next Sunday.
All right. Thanks a lot, Eric.
You bet.
Still ahead tonight at 5, the latest Medal of Honor recipient is making history as one of the first black Army colonels Details on his journey to the ceremony at the White House coming up right after this.
20th Annual Early Bird Home Show. Lowest prices of the year on 2023 projects. Only at the Board Store Home Improvements. 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. Get started today.
During the floor closeout sale going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to 50% on select Stearns & Foster floor models. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you. So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Welcome to the brand new Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Whether you're here for business, family events, or a weekend getaway, we've got you covered. Overtired, overworked? Lay down in one of our super comfy beds. Got kids? Our adjoining rooms are perfect for a restful night's sleep. Let the kids burn off energy in our kiddie pool while you relax in our hot tub. Come check in and check out our brand new Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Onalaska, La Crosse.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford SUV to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's Showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
During the floor closeout sale going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to 50% on select Stearns & Foster floor models. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Your backstage pass to Daisy Jones and the Six.
Well, that was also extensive rehearsal.
Next ET.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Retired Army Colonel Paris Davis, one of the first black officers in the nation's highest military honor Friday during a ceremony at the White House. Willie James Inman has more details from the White House.
A Vietnam War veteran finally gets acknowledged for his heroic deeds. Retired Colonel Paris Davis received the Medal of Honor during a White House ceremony more than half a century overdue.
It may be the most consequential day since I've been president. It's an incredible man.
On June 18, 1965, during the Battle of Bang Son in Vietnam, Davis was hit by a grenade and gunfire, but still risked his own life to save the lives of two of his soldiers. And he then ignored an order to retreat in order to save the life of a third.
Captain Davis, commander, gave him a direct order, get on board. Davis' response was just as direct. Sir, he said, I'm just not going to leave. I still have an American out there.
Though Colonel Davis joined the U.S. Army 14 years after President Harry Truman desegregated the military, because of the racism that he faced, he would be forced to wait nearly 6 decades before receiving the nation's highest military honor.
Volunteering to serve a country that in many places still refused to serve people who look like him.
Davis's commanding officer, Billy Cole, immediately nominated him for the Medal of Honor, but the records mysteriously vanished not once, but twice. A 1969 military review did not reveal any file on Davis.
But you know what Captain Davis said after learning he would finally receive the Medal of Honor? Quote, America was behind me. He never lost faith, which I find astounding.
Davis is now one of just 65 Americans still alive to receive the honor, an honor that he says he shares with his Special Forces soldiers. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the White House.
Quite the inspiration. Davis retired from the military in 1985. We will be right back with another.
I came here and I started working for this company, and 3 months later, I got promoted for be a line lead. Working for Pilgrims is a great because they treat you like a family member.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's spring jean sale is going on now. We carry a huge selection of quality denim brands at affordable prices. And right now, all jeans are on sale. Like men's Rustler jeans, just $17.99. Rewards members save an extra buck. Men's Wrangler 5-star jeans, $25.99. Just $24.99 for rewards members. These women's Levi's signature jeans, also $24.99. And save on kids' silver bootcut denim, just $19.99.
Find value at Lane's Farm and Fleet.
Dad always said I was special, that I would do something big someday. But for a while, we were just worried about getting to tomorrow. At UW Health, we found the team that made it their mission. Not just to get me through the day, but to give me a new life and a new kidney. Now, my future is infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
A convicted felon kidnapped and raped a 15-year-old girl, abducting her off the street in broad daylight. Judge Janet Protasewicz could have sentenced him to 20 years. Instead, she put him back on our streets.
What detractors would say is you having been soft on a violent sexual crime.
I would say that that's ridiculous.
Judge Protasewicz puts our families at risk, and putting her on our Supreme Court, that's what's ridiculous. Fair Courts America is responsible for the content of this advertising.
A Stressless is your place. A place to relax, a place to unwind. And it's on sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Right now, you can save hundreds with a free leather upgrade on any Stressless recliner, sofa, or sectional. Or you could save $300 off Stressless Mike and Max Power recliners with a soft rocking motion that provides instant comfort. Stressless, the most comfortable seating in the world, on sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
So I come to this country looking for opportunities, and I found out in Pilgrims. The opportunities in here are like infinity. Give Pilgrims an opportunity. It's gonna be great, and it's a really, really good place to work.
The Drew Crew is here!
Let's drew it. You're here now. It's fantastic. Feeling it.
You kind of crushed it today.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
Welcome back. It is a bittersweet day for our News 8 family. One of our most humble and universally respected colleagues behind the scenes is moving on, and that is our assignment editor, Tiffany Olson. For more than 7 years, Tiffany has been a trusted and crucial member of our newsroom. She has been the voice you hear when you call our newsroom, and for so many area organizations, she's been the person you sent your news tips and story ideas. She took that flood of information and organized it all to make sure our team of reporters, producers, and anchors could cover the events that matter most to you. You can't just replace someone like Tiffany, because it's not just her job performance that makes her so valued here. It's her commitment to helping our team succeed and grow. It's her sense of humor to keep us all lighthearted even on the busiest of news days. I know it's been awesome for that. Oh, yeah. And it's the amount that she cares about each colleague as a person, not just a coworker. She's the kind of person you want to work alongside day after day. And although she won't be far from us with her great new job opportunity, she will be deeply missed. So to Tiffany, thank you so much for everything.
And I know on behalf of the weather team, we can personally thank Tiffany for making sure the bad phone calls and emails don't get to us. So thank you so much for that. Here's one final look at the breakdown. We're going to 44 on Sunday, 43 Monday, upper 30s by Wednesday with precip chances. Wednesday night, on and off precip chances Thursday and Friday with highs hovering near freezing. But overall this weekend, I'll be at the precip chance. Not bad. Temperatures in the 40s.
All right. Thanks a lot, Eric. And thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you at 6.